I'm Debbie from thehomeofinteriors.co.uk, and this video is going to talk you through the Cameron Fuller Bay curtain pole range. For product and trend updates and home interiors sort of hints and tips, please subscribe to our channel. Cameron Fuller is a UK manufacturing company based in Devon who have a great range of bay poles on the market that they pre-bend to your angles. And the advantage of the Cameron Fuller system is because they are pre-bent, there's no joins in the poles and you don't need any corner pieces. So you get a really nice smooth glide around the corner. The support brackets can be positioned anywhere on the pole. Cameron Fuller recommend you get as close to either before or after the bend as possible. But the way, I'll talk you through the brackets in a moment, but the way that they work, as I say, just enables that really smooth glide. So a great system. The bay poles are available in a 19mm diameter in the 11 finishes within the Cameron Fuller metal portfolio. So they have a range of lovely modern contemporary finishes and more traditional finishes as well, depending on the style of home that you've got and the interior design style that you're after. So I'll just talk you through the finishes. There's a lovely white and cream, which is called chalk. So white at the top and the chalk underneath. The chalk is a really nice cream. It's sort of in a crew cream. It hasn't got any hues of yellow, which sometimes you can get with a cream, but it's just a really nice cream finish. Moving on to oyster, which is still a warm colour, but just a little bit more putty in its shade. So put oyster at the top and chalk underneath. Very subtle hint of grey coming through on the oyster, but very, very subtle, but just a really nice neutral colour. Moving on to ash, which is a slightly cooler colour with a very light grey. So I've got ash on the top and oyster on the bottom. Then we move through to nimbus, which is a mid-grey. So I've got ash on the top, ash on the top, nimbus underneath. Moving on to slate, which is a darker grey. You've got slate on the top and nimbus underneath. In the more traditional finishes, there's the graphite, which is the dark metal finish. Then we've got bronze. Then we've got chrome and pewter. Now chrome isn't quite the highly polished sort of tap finish that you get in some curtain pole ranges, but it is still a mirrored finish with a lacquer on it. But just a little bit more muted than that really highly polished finish that you may expect in a tap. And the pewter underneath, just a nice mid-grey, again a lacquered finish on that one. And the black's really interesting. This works really well in contemporary and traditional styles. If you're after sort of the wrought iron look, this matte black in the Cameron Fuller range is really very nice finish. And that works really well in period properties or country cottages. Likewise, as doors and windows are going more darker with aluminium bifold doors and window frames, the black's really popular and works really well in modern settings as well. The bay poles come with a choice of 9 finials. So you've got the stopper finial and the collar, which are just sort of 2 discrete finial styles. The barrel, again, sort of very simplistic, it just has a little bit more detail if you just want to add a little bit more detail to your look. You've got the classic ball. Then you've got the curl, the spear, the cage and the basket. All available in the 19mm diameter only. They can't bend the 32mm poles. So just moving on to the way that the bay works. So on our website, on each of the bay product pages, you can download the measuring form and there's 2 options. There's one with return, so if you want the pole to come back out of the bay and finish on your return walls, there's one option for that. And then there's a form without returns. So you complete the form, upload it with your order, and then we will send it over to Cameron Fuller to bend to your requirements. On the form, you will see what measurements we need so that we can work out the angles of your bay. The products are available with a 1 bend, a 2 bend, a 4 or a 6. So we can do an L, so if you've got an L-shaped window, we can just put 1 bend in it. We recommend that you measure along your walls and then we will make the projections for the brackets. So in the pole kit, you will receive the poles bent as per your requirements. If the pole comes in two pieces, you will also get a centre support, and the pole goes over the centre support so that it's nice and secure in the middle. You get two standard wall or ceiling fix brackets, so the bays are available with wall or ceiling fix. If you want a mix, just let us know on the form where you want wall fixing and where you want ceiling fixing, and we can ensure that the pole is supplied with the correct number of brackets. So the wall fix brackets project 7 centimetres to the centre of the pole away from the wall, and if you're using the standard bracket for a ceiling fix, it's 4 centimetres from the ceiling to the centre of the pole. You get 4 standard rings for the ends of the pole near to the finials, and then 1 C-ring for every 10 centimetres of pole. So we will work out how many you need for the length of pole that you order. The brackets come with nice little screw sort of cover plates, colour matched to your pole, so they just go over the top of the screw to conceal the fixings once the brackets have been installed. Cameron Fuller will supply the correct number of supporting brackets for your shape of window and the length of pole that you require. So you don't need to specify this will be done on the software, and we will send the correct number of supporting brackets. If your curtains are on the heavy side and actually you feel that you would like a couple extra, you can order those from accessories on the bay pole, so please have a look and add a couple to your basket if you just want an extra couple of brackets to the standard that will come supplied. The way that the supporting brackets work is you will need to drill a hole in the pole, and in the fixings packs you will get a screw part to do this, a drill part to do this. So to fix the supporting brackets to the pole, you will need to drill a hole in the poles, and they will come with a drill part to do this. And then, so you will drill on the underside of the pole. We've just drilled this one just to set it up so that we can show you, and the drill works really well. However, just a little tip, you might want to just put a little bit of masking tape over the pole, mark where you're going to drill, and then that will just stop the tip of the drill just moving about, and just might make it a little bit more secure against the pole. But it was very easy to drill, literally a 30-second job, and then the bracket just secures underneath. The rings, just the way that the brackets work, the curtains will just slide really nicely across those supporting brackets throughout your pole. The end brackets, so the finials come separately to the poles, and there's quite a long stem on the finial, so you can adjust it to suit, and then you position the end bracket on the stem of the finial. So the end bracket doesn't go on the pole, it goes on the end of the stem of the finial. The poles come oversized, so will need to be cut at home to size with a junior hacksaw. If you need any advice or help with measuring, or have any other questions about how the system works, please don't hesitate to contact us on 01590 615 775. We hope you found this video useful and informative. If you have, please do give us the thumbs up, and thank you for watching.